My father grew up in La Paz, Bolivia, where his father was in the tin mining business. And his, I think, great-grandfather had emigrated from Yorkshire, England, to Argentina, and then finally settled in, he became Chilean. And my grandmother was from Peru. Her father was the first ambassador from Spain to Peru, and her mother was French from Barcelona. One of them was from She was born in Barcelona, and they had a planned marriage. She was 13 when they met. They were married when she was 16. They went across Lake Titicaca for their honeymoon, and my father was sent
Your
off
father was,
what?
What was his name, Harrison?
My father
Yeah.
was Henry Alexander Harrison, and he was shipped off to school in Germany when he was 8 years old to Dresden. The war broke out with his 3 or 4 brothers, and the First World War broke out, and so they couldn't get back and forth. And so he grew up virtually with no family. Then, when the war ended, he went to work for Schroeder Banking in London and met my mother, who was a dancer with Charlot's Revue, which I have a book of his. He was very famous in that time. She was on Broadway in 1924 and 1926, I think it was. And they met in London, and then got married, came over here, and I was born in Greenwich, Connecticut, and was very fortunate to have been able to go all through school on scholarships. So I'm very grateful to the America, USA.
And your father was with Schroeder's?
Was what?
With Schroeder's?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
And then he came over
Good.
here and was on his own. And he did a lot of import-export
Sure.
business to South America. But he had 2 sisters and how many brothers? A whole bunch of brothers. And they all got divorced. They grew up without, any family. They didn't know what family life was all about. But anyway, they had interesting
lives.
Interesting lives. So I have a lot of relatives all over in Europe, France, and